glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They give it to him again. Could be an alley. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Hey, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about
it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away on fourth down. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. On the run, it's Valentine. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
There's a crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Illini.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Young. Off to the races to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this offense, man. Luke Altmaier was so good at the trigger. He was so good, man. He got the ball out. He got hit a bunch. Palmer, finding that next guy to take Illinois from a good team. And they've been a really good team the past couple years to a great team. It's probably going to start at that spot.
Yeah, Hauser comes in from ECU, and he's expected to be the guy to help lead this team to the promised land. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too, based on what Altmaier was able to do. But this is a position they've been able to find success through the portal, and now Hauser's got to be the guy to get it done and take this team to the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. now is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Valentine. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Hard run. And runs through another guy. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got it looking for a first. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Hawkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Maybe it's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Running inside, it's Valentine. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Valentine. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Fires to the big fella. Steamrolls his way ahead. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I think we're getting an idea of how good he can be. Like, this tight end has 5 catches already. We're still in the first half, but finding a way to get open, different parts of the field, reading zone, beating man coverage. This guy's been a matchup problem.
The Fighting Illini move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on first down. Dances away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Hauser. Right down the middle. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting a sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Hauser. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Valentine. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Quick step and go. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. At the 45 on his way. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 22 team, the Memphis Tigers.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
And it's the Owls with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Off the RPO, complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Booster! Go!
Off the play fake on first down. Floats it out in space. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Quarterback making checks. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Give to the running back. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. From From the gun to give, looking for room. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Valentine. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. To the air, it's Hauser. Fires left. Pulls it in. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception and turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Now on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Green. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Got a little grass, and he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And I like this offense, man. Use your running back as a decoy. He's had a great game. I'm trying to get back in this puppy, man. It's in the second half. We need to make some plays. And if the QB can continue to make plays, they're going to get back in this thing.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, They've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to run it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now just 10 seconds remaining in the game, and there's a timeout on the field. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, past the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.